Ardie, we've just been hearing from Foggy and Sam. How disappointing from a leadership group perspective to have a player stood down for disciplinary issues this week?
Yeah, bonjour à tous, everyone. Yeah, look, Foz has obviously addressed it, and you know, it is what it is, and yeah, feel for him, we love him, but you know, we're looking forward to a game this Saturday, sorry. So yeah, that's all I can say about it.
Hi, Luke from The Guardian. Hi, Andy. Can we get a few thoughts on the Ireland back row? How you found it, playing against them in the past and looking ahead to the weekend?
Yeah, mate, they're real class. Doris and Ben the Fleur. They've been playing together for many years, and I feel like they just look like they're clicking and in sync. So it's kind of like a great challenge for us to go out and battle against a loose trio like that. So yeah, really looking forward to it, to the battle, but also know it's going to be a massive challenge.
Just a question for Ardie. After the last high stakes game in 2019 in Japan, Steve Hansen went to great lengths to say that loss and the hurt of it would benefit you guys down the track 4 years later. And now here we are in another playoff game. Can you give us an insight in how much you've tapped into that defeat against England and how you've used it ahead of this game?
Yeah, I guess different individuals tap into that, into what happened in the last World Cup, and we have some boys that weren't even in there, so I think it's up to the individual and whether they tap into that, but we've talked about it's a final for us and there's no second chance, so we want to go out there on Saturday and leave with no regret and no stone unturned, so whatever that looks like for us, we just need to go out there and jam and play some footy.
Hi, a question for both. The All Blacks have never been underdogs in a knockout game in a Rugby World Cup, so does it feel kind of weird?
As a player, it's not a biggie for us. None of the boys are on the TAB or Bet365 punting, so it's not a biggie.
That would be a breach of protocol as well, I think.
That is, yeah. So it's not a biggie for us. So you can't shy away from the fact how great this Ireland team is, what they've done the last couple of years. Defensively, a really sound team, and able to put teams in some pressure moments because of their set piece and the way they play the game. And they're the best team in the world right now. We don't have to be the best team in the world now, we've got to be the best on the day, and that's Saturday, so that's a real target for us and something we're looking forward to.
Thank you.
Richie, in these games a lot's made of who's under the most pressure, who's the most motivated. For you guys, how much are you motivated by the fact that there's a number of players leaving this team, including yourself for a while? How much motivation is there in that you're trying to send some guys off in style?
That's a big part of our motivation. Another big part is what happened 4 years ago in a semi-final. And
does that still sit in the back of your mind?
Yeah, it does. It's huge motivation for myself around, a quarter-final win and riding a high, and then probably not resetting back to zero for that semi. So that's a really big learning for us as a team, and also just how brutal World Cups can be, and it comes down to some real small things and moments in a game. The other motivation is just a statement we want to make about the 2023 All Blacks team, and that's probably the biggest motivator, is knowing what we're capable of knowing the opportunity that lies ahead and wanting to just stamp our mark and really fulfill the potential that this team has, and what better way to to do it on Saturday, and then that's probably the biggest motivation for this team.
Richie, you've had a few matchups now against Johnny Sexton. What's he like to come up against a playmaker, and what do you take out of the way that he runs a game?
Yeah, Johnny's he's all class. He's world class, and he's a true director of his team. Everything goes through Johnny, and the way he's able to play and be so consistent at the top level, he's really transcended what it's like to play as a first five, fly half, and yeah, it's just a true honour and privilege to match up against someone like him. It's really cool, and someone from the other side of the world. It's really exciting.
Richie, Ireland at one point I think defended for 2.5 minutes against Scotland. How much of a challenge is it to unlock that such a strong defence?
Yeah, it's a huge task. It starts up front, ball carry and momentum, and winning the speed of the ruck, making that ball as quick as we can. But they defend so well because a number of things. Two tacklers in the tackle that slows the ball down, and 14 in the front line sometimes. So I think the variation in our attack has to be we got to play eyes up footy, but do the basics really well to challenge these guys. And if we can do that, we can get inroads and hopefully get awarded some penalties around the ruck. And yeah, they're a really sound team, and what they do is part of their DNA. They defend well, and as you know from last World Cups, defence wins World Cups and championships and really close games. So it'll be important for our defence to do that as well.
Richie, just how crucial has it been having Joe Schmidt in your camp, all the knowledge that he has of Ireland? Yeah,
it's been really great to have him in. He really is just a true, passionate man of the game of rugby, and you get caught in the hallways talking code with him. You could be there a fair while, so you got to just like turn the head the other way sometimes and try and avoid that. He's awesome. A different perspective of footy he has, and I'd say the perspectives are real basic, and things that make a team tick really well. And there's been a few times too you've seen an angry Joe Schmidt as well, which has been pretty cool. But yeah, just a lover of the game, and really wants to see the best in his footy players and see them unlock their potential, which is, I find, is the coolest thing about him.
And a question for you, Richie. Since the last 5 years, you play as 10 and Body play as 15. How can you describe the link between you and Body? And more recently, you play with Geordie too. In this, so it's Richie with two Barrett brothers. How can you describe this link with them?
Yeah, it's been amazing having that the connection and that familiarity amongst the players and the backs with Geordie and Bodie, and really helps me because they think like a fly half, and I think that's really crucial to the comms that I need, and sometimes the way the game needs to be driven. But it's cool, with the Barrett brothers, sometimes you wish you were Barrett yourself. You know, the family's just that talented, eh? Or a Savea. But no, it's cool.
Hey guys, Richie, just to ask you, you mentioned earlier that Ireland are the best team in the world, and Aaron Smith said it the other day. Given the shirt you're wearing, the crest that's on your breast there, what you guys represent, how annoying is it to have to say that about another team?
Yeah, yeah, the numbers don't lie. They're the best team in the world. It's obviously not what I want to be saying in front of you all today, but those are the facts. But the beauty is, we had the opportunity on Saturday to play them, and that's just the real exciting thing about this week. About there's no more lives, there's no more chances, and that the playing fields are even when we get out on the pitch, and who's prepared the best, put in the most work, and who's had those conversations about small details around strategy and whatnot at the line out of scrum. It'll all show on Saturday, so it's really exciting.
One for Ardie. Richie mentioned how quite annoying playing against Johnny Sexton. What's it like playing against Peter O'Mahony? And he likes to talk a little bit.
Yeah, he's a warrior. You know, he's been around for such a long time, but he's probably still one of the best Lucy's that's going around. So I don't know how he does it, throwing his body around like that every game. But yeah, like four players, it's like you watch them as a kid, and then you kind of play a few games, and then you get kind of a bit older, and then you like relish the challenge. So it's a testament to Peter and what he's done in the game and the Irish jersey. And for me, it's a great opportunity to go up against him and the other loose trio with our brothers too, to go up against them and really challenge ourselves against the best in the world. So no, he's a legend in the game, legend of Irish rugby, and played his 100th game last week, so massive congratulations to him. But yeah, come Saturday, hopefully, it'll be a good spectacle and a good battle.
Hi guys, Aisling here from Off the Ball in Ireland. A question for you both, if that's okay. How would you describe Ireland as a team, and at the moment, who or what has really impressed you maybe over the last year or two?
Good. Probably say also Josh Vanderfleer. Yeah, good mate of mine off the field. Good Christian man. And yeah, he's been impressive. He's always 100%, always going hard. Just looks like he keeps going and could go for another 80. So yeah, he's been real class.
They're all class, but I think Mac Hansen is pretty, especially when he had his long hairs coming out of his headgear. But he's just pretty old school. He chases the ball hard, makes his tackles, and nothing really, magical. But yeah, he seems to get through some work, and sometimes it goes unnoticed. But yeah, he's really impressed me.
Do you like his fun side as well?
Yeah. That could be his Aussie side, maybe. Nah, he's awesome.
Ardie asked a similar question to Sam before, and I know Richie touched on sort of the opportunity, I suppose, this weekend as well. You'll be aware of the noise around this game, that you guys are underdogs, it's been mentioned here. I just wondered if you could talk to the opportunity and what it would do for your own confidence and what message it would send if you could win this game.
Oh man, we're very excited and we can't wait. We kind of reflect on the start of the year and World Cup year, and we talked about wanting to be in a quarterfinal, and we're here now. So for us, it's a huge blessing, and this team's been through a lot together, and to really, like Rich said, go out there and perform the way we want to perform and get the result we want to get. Will be hugely important for us, and hopefully, take us the whole way. But yeah, we got to nail it. But yeah, we're very excited for this week. Can't wait.
Thanks, team. That's us.
Cool.